been busy working all night, and I'm telling everybody I'ma get it right. They know what I'm living like. I've been busy going all out, and I'm telling everybody
Well, good morning, everybody. It is day 8 of the World Series of Poker. I'm chilling on my favorite spot in the world, which is the man cave couch. Just got the word from Jack Effel that our start time's been changed. We were supposed to start at 2 p.m., so I'm all ready for prom and not actually going to play till 3. It was supposed to start at 2 p.m. Now it's going to be at 3 p.m., partly because Poker Go has decided to stream the event, which I think is a good decision. I think a lot of people on Twitter were adamant about, them wanting to see more live streams, especially mixed games, and I'm happy to hear it because, as you guys know, I'm a big proponent of mixed games, and if you really want to learn how to really appreciate the beauty that is poker, just playing No Limit Hold'em is not going to do that for you. You want to learn all the games. It's a lot of fun, different complexities involved with different games and stuff like that. So today we have a heads-up match, myself against Abe Mosseri, very tough Omaha 8 or better player. I got it up to 6 million. He had 1.7 for a second, and then he went on a little heater. We're going to be playing so high. There's a total of 19 bets in play. He has a little over 12. I have a little over 6. So, 6 total big bets, playing 2 and 400,000 with 7.7 million in play. So it could be over very quickly. It is Omaha 8 though, so a lot of hands will get split, and especially hands that go to the river. People usually have equity to get at least half. I have a very good plan for how to beat Abe. I feel like I'm really relaxed and tranquilo and chill and just excited. I mean, as soon as that's over, there will be no time for celebration, no champagne, not even time to shave. I'm going to have to jump right into the 10K heads-up tournament because we're in the race now for Player of the Year. We had that third in the 10K, and now we're going to win this 7th bracelet today. And that's going to put us at or near the top of the World Series of Poker Player of the Year with a whole bunch of events left. A lot of events that are, really well suited for me, all the mixed game stuff. Worked really hard on my game the last couple months leading up to the World Series, and it's really paying off. I played real good, man. Have I mentioned that yet? That I played real good? I think I did, maybe once or twice. But it's true. Proud of myself. I'm playing well. So, I'm going to chill here on the couch for a little bit, maybe read some more YouTube comments. You guys, some of these people are literally need a therapist. It's crazy. All right, let's get this day started. I said the next one is heads up, no limit hold'em, and you said what?
What's that mean?
It means it's no limit hold'em, the game where you get 2 cards, and then you can bet whatever you want, and it's heads up, meaning 2 people.
So instead of there being a lot of people at the table, there's only 2 people?
Yeah, there's only 2 people. What beats what, a straight or a flush? What beats what, a straight or a flush?
What's better, a straight or a flush?
Yeah.
A flush?
Yeah, she's learning. Hello, World Series of Poker ladies event. Here she comes. Very busy day. This heads up should not take too long. I'm on my way there now. It is just around 2 o'clock. We don't start till 3. I'd be surprised if it takes over an hour, frankly, because 2 and 400,000 limits is pretty darn high with only 7 million in play. So busy day because after that, no matter what, I'm jumping right into the 10K No Limit Hold'em heads up tournament, and it's a fun, interesting tournament. And I'll tell you what, years ago, I would have said that in a heads up format, I'd have a very big advantage because I like short-handed play, and there's a lot of reads, a lot more reads. In contrary to what Poker Central podcast host Will OC says, in heads-up poker, you actually pick up a lot more reads than you do in a full ring game because you're playing a lot more hands, you're seeing a lot more stuff, there's a lot more psychology involved. But I have not put in a lot of work in heads-up. The last time I really put in a lot of work was years ago when I was playing Isildur, these matches heads-up, and I played a lot of people. I played I was 4-tabling people on PokerStars and really learning a lot, thanks to, there was, a couple key people who helped me a lot. One was Tom Marchese, who really gave me a lot of help for that match, and another one named Richard Lindacre, who's an online high stakes pro. I think he plays New Jersey now. Both really great players, and they taught me a lot and really improved my heads up game. Now, it's a tournament, right? So you know, what I learned in cash is not exactly directly relevant because stack sizes change and all that kind of stuff. Having said that, there's just so many these days heads-up no-limit specialists that this isn't one I really like look forward to. But I feel like I feel like I'm plus EV, but I'm not certain of that because, again, it's a very specific format that I wouldn't say it's solved because it's not solved, but it's a little bit more easy in a way. Okay, so this is going to come out wrong. It's kind of less complex to learn a heads-up game than it is. Well, no, that doesn't sound right either. I want to say this so that people don't frickin' take this out of context and make me sound like an idiot. Heads up can be learned and studied in a way, like if you're a good student, you went to college and all that kind of stuff, you can learn specifics. You can learn how to play specific spots. This is diarrhea of the mouth happening right now. You learn to play specific spots in specific ways and kind of like play formulaic, not almost robotic in a way. When you add more players to the table, this is part of the reason why Liberatus, the heads-up bot, was able to beat humans. And up to this point, we haven't seen a bot that could beat like a 6-max game because there's just a lot more variables when you have more people at the table. So you can learn the game differently. Now I'm really lost on what I was trying to say. Point is, I'm probably not that good. I mean, I'm like, I have a shot. You know, like I'm saying, but it's not something I look at as going like, I'm going to be one of the favorites in the No Limit Hold'em heads up. You're going to have all the best online players, all the best young Germans, you know, best from all worlds looking forward to this event. I've cashed in it. A couple years ago, I came in the quarterfinals and I played against like a guy who actually genuinely acted like a robot, but like an asshole robot. He's really not a nice guy at all. I lost to him in the quarterfinals. And I've had some success in heads up. It's just like, it's so much more evolved. And I'll tell you what though, there's some specific things I've been working on in my game, especially related to short stack play, that is going to make me a lot better in that tournament. But you know what? Enough about the heads up tournament because we got something more important to deal with. A heads up, Omaha 8 or better. That is something I know how to play. Back in the day, when I was a grinder, you know, really trying to build a bankroll, playing 2 and 400, 3 and 600, I used to play heads up quite often with Mike Matiso. And he did beat me heads up once for a bracelet, a 5K in this, well, basically this event when it was a 5K. But when we played heads up, the results for him were not good. I think I must have won like 90+% of the sessions. But I learned a lot from doing that. I also used to play like for fun. I used to play Huck Seed, Stud 8 or better heads up, and learned a ton from that. I took on all like the best players and in different formats and different variants to try to like improve my game. So, and I even at the win held the challenge where I said, I'll play anybody in the world for up to $500,000. You pick the game, any one of 8 games, any one of the 8 game formats. And I let people play me and pick their game. My only caveat was if they beat me, I didn't have to play them again. Like if I was like, wow, this guy's way too good, I didn't have to play again. And I played 9 matches there. I started out 1 and 4, lost 4 of the first 5, and then I won 4 straight for a very small profit. The one businessman I played beat me in pot limit hold'em, which, well, I don't know, seemed fishy. I don't know what was up with that. So anyway, I ended up winning there, but got a heads up match, Omaha 8, got the No Limit Hold'em heads up, and then of course there's a $1,500 horse, which is a fun event that I'd love to play, but you know, it just doesn't make sense point wise and World Series of Poker Player of the Year wise to skip the 10K to play the 1,500. Ideally I get a bye in the first round so that way I can rest and relax in the trailer a little bit, but either way I'm gonna be ready to go. Totally psyched up for this heads up.
All right, everybody, I'd like to welcome everybody back for day number 4 of our 10K Omaha High-Low. We have Daniel sitting in seat 1, Daniel Negreanu, seat 1. And in seat 2, we have Abe Mazzeri. A big round of applause for both these players today. We're coming back with a small blind of 100,000, big blind of 200,000. Clubs at deuce of spades, 9 of clubs at 5 of spades. Daniel announces bet. Abe announces 2 bets. Daniel calls. It's going to put Daniel all in. Both hands on their backs. Daniel shows Jack of Spades, 4 of Hearts, 6 of Hearts, 5 of Hearts. Or a pair of 5s, an inside draw. Abe shows Trey Diamond, 6 of Diamonds, and a pair of 8s. Abe's 2 8s are in the lead right now.
Jack. What's wrong with the Jack?
Daniel's going to need to hit his big card on the turn.
3 Jack. 3 a Jack, a 5. 3 Jack or 5. That's what we're thinking.
Art Deck, turn card, please. Turn card's a King of Hearts. The 2 8s are still in the lead. Daniel needs to hit a 3, a Jack, or a 5 on the river. River card, please. River card is a King. Big round of applause, everybody. Daniel's going to get a 2nd place today. Big round of applause for our winner, Abe Lazario. First place winner today.
So Daniel's obviously one of the absolute greatest poker players of all time. You know, he's the kind of guy that takes pictures with. I've never seen him say no to a picture request, no matter what. He could be in the tournament playing for like, I mean, literally he would be playing for like 100 million. And someone would come up to him and ask him for a picture, and he would just say 100% sure, fine, yeah, with a smile. When you're playing a summer full of tournaments, it's inevitable you're going to have deep runs that are disappointing. It is painful, for sure. I'm sure, I would assume that everyone feels at least some pain. But the key is to just like feel the pain and kind of get through it before you play your next tournament.
That's that. Oh, you're squirting. Okay, so it's about 4:40. I've had some time to decompress. The heads-up match today did not last very long. 4 hands total. I won 0 of them. The very first one I had a big hand too, ace 3 4 5 double suited. Then the other one I flopped 2 pair and had him dead pretty much to a 9 or an ace, and he caught a 9 on the turn. But hey, you know, so be it. This part, so I want to share, like, I remember back in the day when I first started coming out to Las Vegas, you know, Johnny Moss and old guys like that, they would have their wives or whatever, you know, come sweat them or something, and if they lost the pot, right? Like, they would just be cruel to those women. Like, just rip them to shreds for, like, being a black cat or being bad luck or something. So, you know, it's so irrational and so stupid. And, like, I just, I'll never allow myself to do something like that or to think like that, right? But the brain is an interesting thing, and it plays tricks on you a little bit. So, as you guys met Marissa a little bit, I've been with her for a little bit. Since I have not, you know, I'm 20 years, I never had a losing year. Like, ever in tournaments, and I did last year. So the brain, the subconscious brain, starts to look at like, okay, well, what is different about this year versus past years, right? So it sometimes associates things with like irrational thought, like, oh wow, you know, must be her fault, which is so stupid, right? So she wants to come sweat me at the final tables, and I preferred that she doesn't, because I just want to focus and not be distracted or whatever. And it's so stupid. I had a friend named Ted. We called him the Black Cat because every time he would show up, you know, I was doing good. And then, so I was doing good. I was chip leader, and she showed up to sweat, and well, like I lost my first scoop in forever and lost the pot. And like my first thought, like subconsciously, was to look over and be like this, right? When it's like so stupid. So The mind is just crazy. Like, it makes no sense. It's totally irrational. I try to explain to her. It's like, you know, if you're not a poker player, you can't understand. Not that I believe in any way, shape, or form she's bad luck or anything, but the fact that I even allowed myself to be distracted even a little bit by thinking about something so silly and so stupid, like, well, you know, is there any correlation here? Really, really dumb stuff. But, you know, so we had a little discussion after the final table about that, and, you know, obviously she doesn't want to feel like she's bad luck and like it's her fault, and it's simply not true, you know. But I mean, you know, when you go on runs sometimes and you keep coming second, third, I've had a lot of seconds and thirds without a win the last year and a half, 2 years. I'm not gonna lie, like, part of my brain started to think, like, if she wouldn't have showed up, I would have won those pots. Totally stupid, like I said. And it's like, just being real, you know, like, so it's important for, she doesn't know anything about poker and like how to be sportive and all this. So I'm just trying to share that with her. It's like, I don't think you're bad luck, but it, you know, it did have an effect. Like, I was distracted a little bit by the thought of it, by the negative thought, negative association when I lost the pot. I still believe I played well. I didn't, you know, there was nothing I could do. It was 4 hands, I lost all 4. But just sharing a tidbit of what it's like to be with a poker player with somebody who has no idea what, you know, how to spell poker, basically, as Phil Huntington would say. So the plan right now is apparently there was 1 extra match in the heads up. So the next round starts at 6 p.m. I'll be there playing, I don't know who yet, but we'll let you know. And then after the match, I think there's only 1 match today, I'm gonna go play some soccer, you know, get a sweat on a little bit. It's been a while since I've done anything athletic. There's been 8 nights. This is day 8. I've bagged 7 other nights, or like whatever. I've only not bagged 1 night of the whole World Series, which means I've been playing really late. So gotta get in shape a little bit. I mean, I gotta just sweat it out, de-stress. Second sucks.
Was it worth it? Was it worth it now? Was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it because I came up. I never changed up. Thought it made a lot of sense.
So we figured out our first round opponent, Adrian Mateos. Last time I played this guy not heads up at the final table in the REA tournament. Vegas is very dry, and a lot of people get nosebleeds. We were at the final table. Adrian's nose started pouring like a faucet. It was crazy. There was like blood all over his hands, blood on the cards. So here's to hoping that Adrian has addressed his nose bleeding problems. Otherwise, we're gonna have to take a lot of breaks. This is what I'm looking at here. And there's the big dog with all the big chicks. Heads up. This against that. All right, it's early. We'll have some fun. Okay, so we just got it in. Me and this guy. I raised the button. He 3-bet. I called with the ace-3 of spade. He had the 6-7 of clubs. Flop, as you can see, gives me what's called a straight. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. I also have a straight flush draw. This guy bet. I called. Turned an ace. He checked. I went ahead and bet because I have the straight and all. And the river came that. Putting a straight on board. He went ahead and made the sexy play of all in, and yeah, I paid him off. Bravo, buddy. Hang on, I'm gonna do a golf clap here on the thing. Okay, so good news is we busted in time to register for the horse. I've got like 4 minutes to jump in there and late reg, you know, maximum late reg. Doesn't give you a lot of play, but it's fun. Whatever. It's horse. I love it. That was pretty brutal. Heads up. What a hand, right? Didn't really feel into it, you know. There was one hand I played where I raised him with Jack 10 on a 9-7-3 board, and he shoved. It's a spot I thought he was going to call a lot and not re-raise. Otherwise, I was flat normally, so played that a little bit weird. But other than that, you know, hey, you flop a wheel with a flush draw, you're going to go with it. I'll be playing my first tournament in Amazon Orange. I don't even know what it looks like. How you doing, y'all? Good. Oh, it's packed. It's packed.
Stop choking,
Amazon
Daniel.
Orange. Hey,
get first.
Did you see the hand I just lost?
No. How would
Deuce
we
4,
see
5 with 2 spades. I had ace 3 of spades against 6-7. Came ace on the turn, 3 on the river.
That's a tough way to lose.
It's funny.
You're running bad this summer, Dan.
Yeah, I know. It's brutal,
you'll
right?
turn around.
Hey, bud.
Remember that? Remember when you won $8 million that night?
I
And then
do.
The next
What, you want
day
a
we
piece?
played the 10 game.
Yeah.
The 10 mix game.
Yeah.
Remember that table?
Yeah. It's going orange. Hey, Dre! This is a $1,500 horse table. John. And look at this right here. The Sizz! This is the Sam Grizzle.
I heard that in a long time.
Chopping them up. Still at. This is literally like the funniest guy I've ever played poker. It really is. The best one-liners of all time. There's nobody close. You'll go down in history, buddy.
Okay, I run it all, I got it all. I know they wanna watch it fall, but I'm a ball. I gotta get them all the calls so I can haul the way to go. And they gon' know the day I blow. I got game, but I never play around now. Got chains, but I never stay down now. Got flame if they talking about my name, then they're gonna see my aim, and I'm about to go to town now. They always been telling me no, telling me no, but I know when I float.
Okay, so no soccer tonight. We're in the horse. This is our third tournament of the day. And I'm running up to what, 26,000 before I lost this absolutely bonkers massive stud pot with a grinder and Adam Owen in it. To make a very long story short, I started with split 10s. Grinder had a 4-up, and then what do you call it? Adam Owen had a 7 of clubs, 9 of clubs on 4th Street, and Grinder had 4-6, and I had 10-3. So we got 3 bets in because Adam was short. 5th Street, I make jacks and 10s. Grinder catches a king, so now he's got 4-6 king. The Adam Owen has 9 of clubs, 7 of clubs, and a 6. So anyway, I bet, and Grinder raises, and then I catch a 10, and he catches a king. Anyway, I make 10s full, and I lose to somehow king 6. King's full. He made kings full. I guess he had kings in the hole. Oh well. I'm still in there with like 13, 14K, but no soccer tonight. So Eric Washington said he's gonna play the 10K heads up. Tough tournament, but you know, wish him luck. Let's go check in and see how he's doing.
So today, I think World Series of Poker Day 7 or 8, I'm not sure. Whatever. Anyway, I decided to skip the horse event in favor of playing the $10,000 heads up no limit event. The reason I decided to do that mostly was because so far this summer, I don't feel like I've been playing my very best. I've been kind of lackadaisical, not giving 100% my best effort. So I decided to do something that was pretty challenging for me because I don't play that much no limit. I play very little heads up no limit. And something I thought would just be kind of fun and, you know, exciting. Not to mention good for fantasy. Good for the team, good for my own fantasy points. I have some side bets and stuff on that. So yeah, I decided to do that. My first round, I played a really good German kid named Corey Aldemir. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. I mean, I ran really good. I coolered him pretty hard on the last hand. I had 5-3 offsuit. The flop was 6-4 deuce rainbow, and he had 6-4. So, okay, so I won that one. On to round 2. Round 2, I played my good friend Jared Jaffe. It was a really tough match. We were even most of the time, and once again, I made more good hands than he made. So I won that. I'm on to round 3. I'm playing someone that I think Daniel lost to in round 1, Adrian Mateos. So hopefully I can get some revenge for Daniel and get into the money. We're down to 32 people. One more win, we make the money. And we'll be 16 left. So I need 5 more matches, I think, and I win a bracelet. So wish me luck.
We're just ending the $1,500 horse tournament. I'm sitting on a good stack over here. This gentleman here is drinking Jameson. This one's drinking...
I'm not. I would
not.
not.
What was in there? Smell that.
Nothing.
No, there was something in there.
Yes, Jack Daniels.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay. So that's what we do here at the end of these nights. Not me, but these people decide that drinking is a good idea. We're getting our bags right now. Tomorrow, restart at noon. I haven't been waking up before noon. Hey, Jason! Hey, you made it! Are you still in the heads up?
I'm still in 2 tournaments.
He's in the heads up, he's in the horse. That's a true grinder right there.
The problem is they
Dedicated.
will restart at noon. That's the big problem.
So you might not be here.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. What a grinder. I remember Phil Ivey used to do that all the time. So that's, I'm gonna have to wake up early somehow. But this is I've bagged every single night except for one. So a lot of hours. That's what I signed up for. See you guys.